Hello, I'm Jennifer Goon, a graduate student of Professional and Technical Communication at the University of North Texas. Today, I'll be sharing my internship experience at Texas Instruments in spring of 2023. This video will give some context about myself and the internship, including how I got the job, descriptions of 2 internship projects, and takeaways for future TechCom interns and UNT faculty alike. Part 1. Context. This internship is the last credit I need to graduate from UNT with a master's degree in Technical Communication, or TechCom. Writing has been my hobby from a young age, and I'm very fortunate to turn it into a career. When I began my studies in TechCom, I already had experience writing creative, professional, and scholarly manuscripts. This proved an advantage. Another hobby I have is learning Spanish, which I hope to incorporate in my TechCom career. My internship search began in fall of 2021. I had made accounts on LinkedIn, Glassdoor, and Indeed. However, I found an opportunity for a full-time position at Texas Instruments, or TI, directly through their website. Although UNT TechCom would count a full-time position as internship credit, TI Tech Docs decided to make an internship position for me, which hadn't previously existed for spring of 2023. This makes me the only intern in my department at TI. The Technical Documentation, or Tech Docs department, writes, edits, and updates support documentation for products featured on the TI website. If you navigate to one of TI's product pages and click on the Technical Documentation tab, you'll find the support documents that the Tech Docs team created. My ramp plan consists of tasks to complete in my internship. Its goal is for me to become familiar with TI and the Tech Docs team. I had 3 types of tasks: networking with people within and outside of Tech Docs, training and onboarding materials during the first 2 weeks, and intern projects. This is a list of tools used at TI. This list is not specific to Tech Docs. Those tools will be mentioned when I describe the projects I use them for. Part 2. Projects. The Datasheet Migration and Cleanup is a department-wide project to publish all support documentation to TI and have its information stored in Tridion Docs, TI's current CMS, which is somewhat analogous to Madcap software. Tridion consists of many programs which all perform slightly different functions, as you can see in the Tools section on this slide. In Publication Manager, the repository on the left contains all the information in a publication. Many folders contain drop-down menus of subfolders and sub-subfolders. The actual topics to be opened are on the right. When you open a topic, Oxygen will load, and this is what you will see. As you can see with the highlighted examples of XREFs, every element has an opening tag and a closing tag. This is an important principle that's covered in Digital Literacies class in a brief tutorial about HTML. This is a standard datasheet on TI.com. On every datasheet, I make sure that the orderable part number at the top left is linked to the product page on TI. In the Applications section on the lower left, all entries need to be linked as well. Sometimes I need to resize the image in the lower right. I need to make sure that all topics are present in the Table of Contents, or TOC. This was the first project of my internship and also my first experience with Tridion. There was a lot of detailed information to learn at one time. Also, the instructions for how to format a document correctly were not always intuitive. My prior experience with Madcap software and HTML and CSS really came in handy. In Project 2, I was assigned to use my knowledge of Camtasia to make a 5-minute tutorial for a specific task in Tridion Docs. I used screen capture to navigate the programs. I had used Camtasia to complete these tasks before in the master's program, so I thought that the project would be straightforward. However, during production, Camtasia itself had major issues. It froze unexpectedly, played audio and video at the wrong times, and required meticulous detail to transfer and export work without losing footage along the way. I talked with other coworkers who had run into slightly different problems with Camtasia. In addition to the video, I also wrote a report of Camtasia's malfunctions. Part 3. Reflective Topics. My most relevant course was Content Analysis. This class discussed the elements of phonology, morphology, and syntax. I learned how to collect and analyze data about these elements. I also practiced using plain language, which is vital for TechCom professionals. Other notable courses include editing technical documents, content strategy, and digital literacies. However, it's worth noting that every TechCom class was relevant. My two main challenges for this job were adjusting to a completely new environment and learning to use my learning style to my advantage. This was my first office job, which was an adjustment. Since I was the only intern in Tech Docs, that means I was the only person learning the corporate environment, TI culture, and the Tech Docs team all at the same time. Also, my learning style is big picture focused. I learned to start projects before being able to visualize the end result. So, how did I overcome these challenges? 2 principles. 1. Be prepared to learn about multiple things at once. And 2. Confidence is key. A new job involves learning a lot. A new job at a new company involves learning even more. Take inventory of your situation and give yourself extra time to adjust. And give yourself grace when it takes longer to adjust than you expected. Have confidence to begin your new project right away. If you're new to an environment, don't let that intimidate you. Gain all the experiences you can, and know that simply acting confidently produces confidence. One thing that really helped me adjust to my new environment was networking. In regard to my learning style, I learned to multitask and prioritize. But what does that look like? For me, networking includes making small talk and asking for help. I did this often, but doing it more would have made my experience more fulfilling. Connecting with others really improves your day. With multitasking, I get started on new projects very soon. Every time I follow this rule, I get the project done much more quickly. It helps you build momentum and find and correct errors early. As a bonus tip, I don't recommend attempting major work over the holidays, such as applying for jobs or preparing deliverables like resumes and portfolios. These are collaborative projects, and the closer Thanksgiving comes, the less available people will be to help you. As you might have guessed, I learned this lesson the hard way. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to know more about my experiences in TechCom, reach out to me on LinkedIn and check out my website on WordPress.